Yo, what's good guys? Jacob here, and today I want to talk about why authenticity is important. So I'm going to backtrack to a conversation I had yesterday on the phone, and it was my buddy Phil from Feel Good Lifestyle, and I was talking to him. He was saying how he was about to give a presentation on blogging, and he said, if you could rewind 2 years to when you started Sensify, what would be the thing that you would tell people that you didn't know then that you now know? So I thought about it for a little while, and I went on and I did some philosophizing and intellectualizing, and what did I come up with? Well, beyond all that goodness, I came up with this. It's about authenticity. I think there's like 50,000 blogs that get started every day, right? 50,000. So what's going to differentiate you, the person who's watching this video, or me, the person who's shooting this video, from the other 49,999, inspiring bloggers? Well, the thing is, who you are, right? So it's about, as far as I see it, it's about becoming an extraordinary person and then documenting that. In other words, the theory alone is not going to set you apart from other people, but it's how true can you be to who you are, embody the theory, and then be really authentic and transparent in sharing that. So let me give you a little bit of an example how that played out in my life in Sensify. Well, in the beginning of 2011, I was heartbroken, alright? I know that Ivan, who's actually recording this video, he didn't know that, but now he knows that. And he's shedding a little tear of sympathy and empathy for me. But I was heartbroken in the beginning of 2011. Just broke up with my girl, and I wasn't feeling so great. And a question for me that I was facing internally was, how do you write a blog about living an extraordinary life when the last year of my life was such a high quality, and then start to slowly decline? So am I still legitimate? Am I still, eligible or verified or certified or any of these fancy words to write the blog? Well, what I did was I shared what I was going through, and I talked about my heartbreak. And about the same time, I got a phone call from one of the Sensify viewers, and I just got on the phone with the dude and I started talking to him. One thing led to another. I didn't really know what he did, but he said he liked good coffee. So I sent the dude, surprisingly, a can of coffee. He lived in Pennsylvania or something. I just, boom, surprised him, sent him a can of coffee. Well, it turns out that he also was going through a heartbreak in his life at that point, and he kind of saw that, so he reached out to me, and this is how the whole interaction started. Now, here's what's incredible, right? About 3 or 4 or 5 months later, I was looking for Sensify to get redesigned, and the dude turned out to be a designer. So this guy, Mike Bridgman, Mike, what up homie, love you big time. Mike Bridgman completely redesigned Sensify absolutely for free, which probably would have costed me like $5 grand or something, because of my authenticity, because I shared the shit I was going through and he was able to relate. We connected on a core level that would have never happened if I would have just said, yo, let me pretend it's all good, I'm Jacob from New York, I got it all figured out, no problem. But the fact that I really connected with this dude, he believed in what I believed in, he knew I was real, and I ended up flying him out to Hawaii on frequent flyer points for free to finish up the design of Sensify, and we spent 10 days in Hawaii kicking it, wrapping it up, and that's the design that you see on the site right now. So that's all coming from me being authentic and vulnerable in a time when I probably normally would have kind of secluded myself and stayed isolated, but I said, like, fuck that, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna be real, and that's a short story about it. So, a couple things to keep in mind. One is that really we want to be authentic, right? Because if we're not authentic and we don't express who we are, then we're never going to be able to create the life that we want. We can't create a life that's true to us if we're not true to ourselves and true to people. So that's a key thing. And then how do you shift from focusing on validation, which I think a lot of times people focus on when they go out to a bar, they go to the beer garden, or they're talking to girls, or talking to prospective networking opportunities. How do they focus on connecting with people? The key is forget validation. Forget what does this person think of me? Are they going to approve of me? And instead focus on, can I connect with this person? Can I tap into their core? What are they feeling? What are you feeling right now? What is a feeling, right? And kind of communicate from a core place. So again, focus on connection, not validation. And I'm doing a ton of interviews right now, working on the A Roadmap for Young Adults virtual conference, and I'm connecting with people who scare me. Like, the people are high-level people, and the thing that I come back to is, it's not about them validating me, it's about me connecting with them about things that I care about and being authentic. So that's why authenticity is the approach to take. Be real, be yourself, And in that moment, remember to connect from the core. All right, we're out of here. Talk soon. Peace!